Time is the silent assassin of all deals. With every passing day, your chances of closing deals grow slimmer. Studies have shown that lost deals take 38% longer than closed ones. I'll cover 4 proven tips to get you to sign contracts and paying customers. Let's jump in. In any sale, there's a momentum, and I want you to own that momentum and accelerate it. Just because you're smart, you're hardworking, you have a compelling offering, it doesn't mean that customers will buy from you. You gotta work the lead. You gotta work the deal. There are so many factors outside of your control that could prevent you from closing that deal. See, when you're selling a service, if you let too much time go by, 2 things can change on the lead's end. 1, their emotional state, and 2nd, the circumstances. First, let's talk about the emotional state of the buyer. See, leads are more likely to buy when that desire is fresh. If we don't ride that emotional wave, the lead's interest may begin to wane. They might get distracted. I know you want to close the deal. You want to get that payment. You have to pay the bills. But for the lead, buying the service may not be top of mind after that initial interest. Second, let's talk about circumstances. In the B2B setting, budgets could be reallocated. The person you've been working with for a week or a month to close that deal, they might move to another division. Maybe there's a freeze on bringing a vendor in. Who knows? A lot of things happen within organizations. So the longer you wait, the less likely it is that you close the deal. Now, in a B2C setting, let's say you sell personal coaching services and it's the new year, January. A lot of people want to get fit. So they have it on their goals to reach out to a personal trainer. They reach out to you. If you don't get back to them in a few days, in a week or 2, guess what? Kiss that deal goodbye. They hired the trainer because it is on their list of goals to get fit at the beginning of the year. So timing is important. You don't move quickly, they move on and hire someone else. Now let's talk about you, the entrepreneur, the one who's selling this service. Don't feel despair. You have agency. You can influence the circumstances in your favor by using the tips that I'll share in a little bit. But what I want to focus on for a minute here is this essential mindset that you must have, especially if you're struggling with sales, you're new to sales, that's okay. I want you to develop this instinct, this hunger to sell. I didn't have it. I learned sales from the ground up, and you can do it. And actually, I want you to think that it's their loss if they don't buy from you. That will drive you to pursue this deal and close it and help the clients reach that decision. So now let's jump in. Tip number 1, the 1 business day rule. Respond to leads, respond to sales inquiries in 1 day. But that's just a guideline. What I want to focus on is I want you to commit to a response time. Whatever it is, 2 business hours, 4 business hours, but commit to a response time and live by it. Make it a habit, make it part of your DNA, make it part of the DNA of the future salespeople that you hire, that when someone calls, when someone emails, when they leave us a message, we respond within the response time that we agree to, that is part of our culture. Do not miss that commitment. Otherwise, the lead's confidence in you will wane. Now in sales, there's strategies, there are tactics, there are things that you can learn, apply right away, but there's also an art to sales. And it takes us a while to master that art, and that's okay. So you'll know that there are exceptions to each rule. In this case, if you're over the top on responsiveness, someone sends you an email at 11 p.m. or over the weekend and you reply right away, it actually might indicate that you are desperate. So use your judgment and respond accordingly. Now let's talk about the second tip, the first meeting rule. When a lead gives you 3 options to meet, let's say they want to meet next Wednesday or the week after or the following week, pick the first time possible. Reschedule, move around any non-sales activity so you can meet with the client on the first possible time. If you ask them to reschedule, that's gonna delay things further. I remember in one of my businesses, we're pitching a global airliner and they gave us 3 times to meet. One of them, the first one was at 1 a.m. or at 2 a.m. our time. Yes, it was hard work, late at night, but we were ready for it. And guess what? We ended up winning that deal. If you're finding this discussion useful, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Or leave us a comment. I'd love to hear from you on what tips you have on closing deals faster. Or if you have a specific problem on how to close deals faster, leave us a question on the startupwithfaraz.com website. I'll be more than happy to respond to you. The next tip, helping your leads clarify their goals. Another reason keeping your lead from moving forward could be their own decision paralysis. According to a study by Harvard Business Review of more than 2.5 million sales conversations, anywhere between 40 and 60% of lost deals, they end up lost due to the fact that people who expressed interest initially, they failed to act. Your job as an entrepreneur is to engage that client. Make sure you understand their goals. Why is it they're not moving forward? They might have fears. There might be concerns. This lead, this individual has to make a decision. And with decisions, two things happen: a sense of responsibility and risk to reputation. Let's say a manager in a company, they want to hire an HR consultant to come in and train their team leads. They bring on that consultant is not great. Guess what? You're not going to look great in front of your team leads, nor in front of your manager. So imagine you, the entrepreneur, the salesperson, pitching to that manager. They have fears, they have concerns, their reputation is on the line. So make sure you address all their fears, all their concerns, engage with them, provide them information that will help alleviate these concerns. Testimonials, case studies, short videos, more explanations. A lot of tools are out there for you to help alleviate the concerns of the lead. And now let's talk about the next step. Create a sense of urgency. I'm not talking about totally fabricating things and sounding sleazy. Far from it. What I'm asking is highlight time-sensitive aspects of the deal. For example, if you're including a discount, make it time-bound. Say, we'll give you a 10% discount by the end of the month. Or say you can bundle in some training. Say our trainer has some additional capacity, and if you sign before the end of the month, we can throw in 3 hours of training. Or maybe there's an aspect of seasonality to your business. I'll give you an example, a personal example. We need to change the roof in our own house. So I spoke with a number of vendors. I liked one of them, and once we agreed on everything, he sent me the contract and he said, if I wanted to secure our roof before the rainy season, I gotta put a deposit, I gotta sign now. He nudged me a little bit, I ended up signing. He's happy, he's got a new contract. I'm happy, I'll have a new roof before the rainy season. So you can be very creative in finding time-sensitive aspects that will help you push the deal forward. Continue to highlight how your service will help the client address their concerns and how your service will help them have a peace of mind. And finally, remember that buyers are like the rest of us. We all have that fear of missing out. So as an entrepreneur, as someone who's trying to sell, use that to your advantage. Now, if you're still struggling with closing deals, leave us a comment, either here or go on startupwithfairs.com and submit a form. If you're liking this material, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. See you next time.